Hey, y'all. This is the host and creator of the Lauren Hour podcast, your girl, Miss Alora D. So if you guys are tuning in, I want to thank you guys for being here and exploring this journey with us. But you guys can check us out every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, guys. Y'all done caught me in the midst of... I did not know that did that.
I didn't know that either. And now, will it do the heart? Is it gonna do the heart? No.
No.
Is it gonna do the thumbs up?
I must don't got the app because
I'm in Safari in like the web browser on my phone. Is it gonna do the heart? No. No.
I wonder what this does. What we getting for this? Oh my god, that's so funny. Nothing. Oh my god. Yo, let me tell you. Why is I feel like hold on, wait a minute. Yo, tell me why. This is not in the stream to all of our destinations. This just really made me mad.
What
It's
is the
like
stream?
it was just streaming to I don't even know, girl. Let me tell y'all. Welcome to the Lauren, y'all. We just came on here all unorganized and a mess. So Jazz has a story that she wants to talk about coming out of Georgia. And guys, I had a whole PowerPoint for y'all, but unfortunately, we have Spectrum and we have an internet outage over here. So I'm literally using my iPad's Wi-Fi. So yeah, some bullshit over here. So Jazz, go ahead and tell us about that story from Georgia. Oops, wrong
Okay,
person.
so we're gonna talk about Miss Trinity Poe, I think her last name is, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Uh-huh.
long story short, I mean, a lot of people probably, unless you live in Georgia, I guess you wouldn't know about like the pageants that they have here. So they have this pageant, and it's like Miss Donaldsonville. Actually, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, Miss Donaldsonville, which is a city. I'm assuming in like South Georgia somewhere. But there was this girl named Trinity that was the queen back in I think 2018 because she's young. She's only like I want to say she's like 18, 19 because she's in college. But she was dating this dude that had this baby, this 18-month-old baby.
Your audio is cutting really bad. Your audio. One second, guys. Why Jazz fix her audio real quick.
Okay. Better?
Yes, perfect actually.
Okay. It was my AirPod, sorry. But where was I at? Oh yeah. So Miss Trinity was dating this dude. I can't remember what the dude's name is, but it was a black guy and he had a baby that was about 18 months old. So
Mm-hmm.
on day in question, I want to say, I'm trying to pull up the article for it, but I want to say that it happened. Mm, hold on, give me 2 seconds.
I had the article because I was putting it up here for everyone to read, but then I don't have access to share my files on here. I'm on the iPad, which is
Terrible.
unfortunate.
Yeah, but
StreamYard.
it was January. Early January when this happened, but she had this. It was her, the boyfriend, and the baby at her at her dorm. And the boyfriend left to go get them pizza, he says. I don't know how true it is, but there's supposedly a text message that was sent to him from her saying either choose me or choose the baby. Again, I don't know how true that is, but that's what is being said, allegedly for educational purposes only. So when by the time he got back with the pizza, baby was unconscious, and they took the baby to the hospital, which is called, hold on, Phoebe Sumter, which is Americus, Georgia, which is South Georgia. But they took the baby there. The baby was on life support, but he ended up passing away. So she says that the baby fell off the bed. But
Oh,
once they got the autopsy, it showed that he had blunt force trauma to his head, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think there were some broken ribs. it was a bunch of stuff. But Miss Trinity she was in jail. She is now out of jail. From what we are being told, she was charged with, I don't know what she was charged with, but they only gave her probation and community service.
So I have her charges. So her
Okay.
charges were uh she was charged with felony murder, cruelty to children in the first degree, and
Okay.
aggregate aggravated battery in the death of Romeo Angles. That's the baby's name.
Okay.
Um, while they said the deputy was unwilling to speculate on the cause of the death of the baby, but he said that the baby had definitely some type of trauma, and so far he suspects that it was murder. So she was bonded out, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
on the 21st of February. And
Mm-hmm.
mind you, they don't normally do bonds for shit like this. Go ahead,
Mm,
Jess. Keep telling us.
well, I can guarantee that the reason why they did the bond for this is because her uncle is a sheriff in that town, allegedly for educational purposes only. But that's the reason why I'm assuming, because people have been talking. I mean, I've been seeing stories about this on TikTok since it happened, and they weren't able to get an actual mugshot for her until I think maybe about a month, 3 weeks to a month ago. So it's like, when did she go to
Why?
jail? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, when you got family and law enforcement, especially in a small town like that, because I mean, America's Georgia is already literally only but so big. So Donaldsonville is even smaller than that. But
Wow.
my main, like, I'm not judging the dad at all. I mean, from what he said, the day that he went out like that, it was cold, it was raining. You don't want to be dragging no baby back and forth, especially to
Right.
get no food. But it's just like, did you know this girl enough? Like, I mean, I know people don't show signs that they're gonna kill somebody, but it's like, if she said choose me or the baby, like, come on, dog. Like, but her whole
Right.
family didn't even know that she was dating that dude. So you know what I thought about.
Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, that comes to mind too. The same thing that you thinking. Because 2 + 2 = 4.
Exactly. Because like she's been dating, for what they said, she's been dating him for over a year. So it's like, you've been dating him for over a year. How in the hell does your family not know about him?
Not no. Uh so my suspicion is that her family don't like this color. And she's
And
trying
in
to
a
keep
small town like that, it's believable. Because I mean, I feel like those towns in like South Georgia like that are, what are those called? Those sundown towns where it's like, if you gonna be there, make sure by the time it's dark, your ass is in the house.
yeah, this has a lot of racial tones in it for me. The fact that the family did not know she was dating this black boy, that makes me very leery of the whole situation.
Mm-hmm. Surely
And
does.
people are gonna hate what I'm about to say. People keep having babies with women who are not black.
Wait, 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 wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, before you say that, she is not the baby mama. She was only the girlfriend. So he did, whoever the baby mama is, when she had the baby, she gave up her rights, and he's had the baby ever since.
But that I guarantee that baby was that woman was Caucasian because that baby was mixed. I was looking at that baby.
You are correct, though. You are. I mean, I only seen a picture of her. It was like something they posted on TikTok where looking, she was like kind of, or like looking at the casket maybe, but all I
Mm,
could see was like the side. So she was fair skinned, brown hair. I'm assuming, but 9 times out of 10, if it's down in that area, yeah, she's definitely Caucasian.
yeah, but this is my thing. This isn't the first case where we heard of a Caucasian woman killing a biracial baby,
This
and
just happened in PA not too long ago.
yeah, with the mother who killed her 3 sons or 2 sons.
No, the girl that killed her boyfriend's baby.
What? But this is the thing. This is why women who have children with men. This is why we don't want
Wait, you
women
didn't?
coming around. I didn't know about that one.
It was in Newcastle, if I'm not mistaken.
That close up. Oh my
If
goodness.
I'm not mistaken, it was Newcastle. But the girl had The girl had gave the baby water beads and the little batteries, like the little round
Oh, I
batteries
did hear
to
about that
eat.
one. Yes.
Yeah, but then when they got her phone, they looked at her search history and she was looking up stuff like how to kill babies and all that. So
Wow. But this is where the thing where you bring someone else into your child's life. So sometimes people are always just like women need to watch what they bring around their kids. No, men do too. Because there are women out there who are not natural nurturers. And I'm not gonna say all Caucasian women because there's a lot of Caucasian women out there who love their black biracial babies. But and then there's just some women who don't. There's some women who like the idea of hooking up with black guys, but once they have to have that child, and then they have to walk in life with that black child. Some women are not prepared for that. Some Caucasian women are not prepared for that because mentally you have to be strong enough to have a biracial child because your child is going to get it on both ends of the spectrum. They're going to get it from the black people. Unfortunately, it happens, and they're going to get it from the Caucasian people. Biracial kids don't know where they belong because when they identify as black, then the black people are like, you ain't black, you're biracial. For me, you're black because your DNA mostly is going to say black because black genes normally dominate. But Caucasians, oh, you black. You ain't even white. You black. You black. You ain't even biracial. You can't fit into that community at all unless that person is a really loving, open person. But these people keep putting themselves in, hey, keep putting themselves in positions to put these babies in dangers. And not just Caucasian women do this, but it seems like it's an uptake in the Caucasian women doing this. More and more stories coming out, and it's always biracial children. I'm like, what the hell? It makes me feel like there's some rooted hate in there. Like, where is this coming from? And I'm not even gonna blame the dad, but yet I am gonna blame the dad. You can't have people watching your baby, especially a child who cannot fend for themselves, a child who can't tell you what is happening to them. But Jazz, let's get into the fact of this $75,000 bond. Where have you ever heard of that at?
I mean, not for a charge like that.
Not for those felony murder charges. $75,000 bond. Most people that first of all, that bond was low. The bond was low, and for her to get out on bond and then talk about community service, she killed a child. And then this is what I don't like. So, like I said, I was going to present the article, but let me tell you guys what I did not like and how they described her and trying to make her seem like she was some young innocent girl, because that's how they're trying to paint her. The media. It says Trinity, former member of the Jimmy Carter Leadership Program of Georgia Southwestern student, was Georgia Southwest student was bonded out on the 21st with 75,000 transfer property bond. This is my thing. Why we gotta know she's a member of the Jimmy Carter leadership program? Because when black criminals do stuff, because she's a criminal, when black criminals do stuff, they don't lead with the honor student, the 25-year-old Tradasian honor student from Southwest Inglewood University did this. You know what they tried to do? They wanted to humanize her. They didn't want the public to be like, that freaking evil monster. Because if they would have relabeled that headlines and just read Trinity Poague, what how Poague, I don't know how to say her
Poe.
name. Poague. Okay. Trinity Poague for Trinity Poague murdered an 18-month-old. The world would have been like, that fucking evil little bitch. But no, they try to humanize her. And then how they made her take that picture. That picture was delayed from her alleged uncle in the deputy sheriff's office and by her lawyer. The lawyer probably said, hey, listen, I would delay the picture because right now she looks a mess. Have her go in there and look innocent. Make her look like the sweetheart she is. What was she? The Miss Douglason or whatever.
Miss Donaldsonville.
Miss Donna Seville. Make her look like that pageant winner, so that we can get some sympathy. She killed a fucking child. Ain't no sympathy needed. The only thing that bitch needs is her ass whooped. Excuse my language, guys, because I do be cussing a lot. Stop cussing. Only thing she needs is to be slapped in her face. That's what she needs. Not no baby and coddling. So the problem is You have parents who don't parent their children, and they keep giving their children anything and everything that they want. And then when their kids do stuff, because believe this is not the first thing this girl has done. Her uncle and her parents have always got her out of trouble. You best believe that, because it's given that. It is definitely given that. What you think, Jazz?
I'm thinking that she's so young doing that. It's like you're 18, 19, and you killed a baby. Who says when you're 25 you won't kill another?
Right. And then I'm looking at her and it reads irritation. It reads that she gets irritated fast. This girl has no patience. She's an entitled brat. And that baby cried because his father wasn't there, and she was annoyed by that cry. She probably slapped that baby, and that baby flew off the bed. I'm giving scenarios because that's what seems logical. We as parents, we get frustrated, and we have to calm ourselves because we understand that we can't respond in anger to children, because our anger could lead to stuff like this. But she didn't know that. But it does not justify what she did. She should still be punished. There's no way she should be out on bond. There's no way they talking about community service. And she's just such a good student. She never gotten in trouble. Well, shit, Jeffrey Dahmer didn't get in trouble for a while neither. He was a good student. Whole time, homeboy was eating people, chewing on toes and gnawing on feet. What? You know, it's so crazy. Go ahead, get yours in, Jazz. It's fine. Let little sister get yours in, Jazz.
Girl, I'm literally yelling at her like because she is so loud right now.
That's fine, girl. Get yours off.
I'm sick of kids. Don't have kids, people. Do not have kids. Seriously.
Wait
But
to wait to have kids and make sure you're ready.
no, just don't have them at all. They're ghetto as fuck. Anyway. That's a podcast for a whole nother day. But I mean, it's just the whole situation is just that baby ain't gonna get justice. I don't think, honestly,
No.
only because it's a little black baby.
Yep. And you know there's no value in black. There is no value in brown.
In a town like that, it's not. If there was anywhere else, I feel like he would be more valued. But in a small ass town like that, where it's majority white people, yeah, no.
My thing is, what's up with Georgia? First, Ahmaud Aubrey, this baby, all these other cases coming out of Georgia. What's up with
They
Georgia?
racist as fuck here. That's all. They racist as fuck.
But you telling me not one person in that town has a heart to realize she killed an 18-month-old baby. A baby.
A fucking baby, like a defenseless ass baby at that. Like it's not like the baby can fight back. Like
Right. It's not like the baby
so,
could feel that. But
yeah.
this is my thing though. It's the process that they've been going through with her. It seems like they've been tit-tatting with her. They've been coddling her. I don't even believe that that girl was in general pop. I don't believe they told anybody what she did, because she don't, like you said, that mug shot was just taken not too long ago. She didn't get her ass beat. And I'm just saying,
Honestly, I don't think she was in jail at all. I think they just got her in there to take the mugshot, fingerprint her, and let her back out. Honestly, that's what I think.
but this is my thing. Like, where do advocacy groups step in at? I see we have abortion rights people out here protesting people's choice to have abortions. What about the children who are actually living, breathing? You know, children who are actually living life. Where are you guys at to stand up for this baby? You guys are always out here talking about pro or non-pro abortion and pro-life and all this stuff. Well, really shows that you're about pro-life. Get your asses out here to this town and go protest and have the sheriff removed from office, or whoever's handling, have that judge be removed from the bench. The ADA, what the hell is they doing? The prosecutor, what the fuck? I ain't never seen no stuff like this. They knew her family.
I think the baby's family on his dad's side will, because it's like I've seen like some posts on Facebook from like the auntie, like the brother's sister, and
Uh-huh.
she's saying like we're gonna get justice, blah blah, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it type thing. So I feel like his family is really gonna push for them to get into it. And what they need to do is hire Ben Crump, because Ben Crump, as soon as you get him, I'm telling you.
And who's going to rally behind this family? Who is going to stand up for this baby? Little Romeo. Who's going to stand up for little Romeo? Like, this is ridiculous. A child, this baby didn't even make it to his second birthday. He didn't get to understand what it's like to really be a child. He hasn't even gotten a chance to get a younger sibling. The baby didn't have a chance to really live
At all, really.
let's think about the fear that this child was in. No one thinks about stuff like that. Was this baby scared? Was he in pain?
I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, hopefully, whatever she did to him knocked him out quickly where he didn't feel no type of pain,
Right.
like, hopefully. I mean, I know it still sounds bad altogether, but it's like I would rather, like you said, him be knocked out, not knowing what's going on, instead of being wide awake. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, I have to pose a few questions. So the legal system, I'm feeling like the legal system in Georgia benefits one group of people. We all say that. We always say that. But sometimes people who say it are actual criminals. you know, but in cases like this, I don't see where the justice system is doing its job to get justice for baby Romeo. I don't like the fact that the prosecutor or the ADA was okay with setting the judge or whoever sets the bond, with the bond being so low, and they did not contest it. I'm I'm appalled that the judge thought
Yeah,
it was
because her
okay.
bond should have been, if they were going to give her one, it should have been at least $1 million,
It
at
should have
least.
100 to 200,000 somewhere up in there, $1 million somewhere. And they made that bond so low because they knew that this family had access to get that bond. What do they do when they don't want black people back on the streets? They make that shit so far out of our hands. And even they would never even set a bond at 75,000 just in case somebody in our family could get it. They would never do that. But it's the fact that this is a child. This is a child. Like, there should have been no consideration for bond. She murdered this. Listen to her charges, y'all. Let me read her charges again. This little heifer had fucking. Excuse me, I said I'm stop cussing. I don't, y'all. This case making me so mad. I just can't stop cussing. They charged her with felony murder, cruelty to children in the first degree, aggravated battery, and the death of Romeo Angles. She got a bond for 75,000. Did y'all hear those charges? That's crazy. But that shows me the legal system was never met to get justice for people who look like us. We are not due justice. That's what I'm learning. Our kids aren't. We aren't. Our family members aren't. And this is people gonna say they're gonna hate me. This is why I say stop fucking making all these mixed babies. Stop making all these mixed babies, y'all. Somebody gonna hate me for it, but I don't give a fuck. At this point, why am I saying it? Because
I
y'all
mean,
gonna keep,
I agree,
y'all,
because, I
yeah, y'all
mean,
gonna keep having these
I agree.
babies, and then these babies are gonna keep being targeted, and y'all think because I didn't have a baby with a white girl or a white guy that this baby's okay. No, look at Prince Harry and what's her name, Meghan Markle's kids.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Look
They
at
act
them,
like they're a royal family, and they act like they damn Cinderella sisters or something.
black royalty, and they don't have titles. They don't have real titles. But y'all want to keep having these babies. What other? Y'all
Well,
don't
I mean,
understand.
Prince Harry did relinquish his spot
That,
on the throne, so
but
maybe that's
but
why.
no, that's not why. He relinquished his title, but his kids should still get titles. But the queen didn't want to do that. And then they had King Charles now on tape talking about Markle and making racial remarks towards his damn grandkids. As it doesn't matter. She looked white, right? But she produced babies that look white, and they're still not accepted because these biracial kids are going to still get it hard, just like these damn mixed kids. They are. I mean, these full black kids. The reason why I say stop having these mixed babies It's because who are going to protect them? Who are going to protect them? You guys don't be understanding. I've seen so many biracial people on the internet talk about how their parents call them the N word. There's so many biracial kids out here. Once they grow up and they get free, they tell us that their parents really hated their fathers. And I'm like, now you using that against your kids? Remember the one chick, the one Karen in the bagel shop chick? She was in New York and she was in there calling the coffee worker in Starbucks all type of N words. And her husband, when she went viral, her husband came out, her ex-husband, she was divorcing him. Her ex-husband had came out and said that he left her because once he married her, that's all he ever called her. Called him. And then that's all she ever called the kids. And he was trying to get custody of the kids. And that video ended up helping that man get custody of his kids. Y'all understand? Some of us are just fetishes. It's fetishes. I'm gonna keep it 100 because people don't. I mean, love is love, but not all love is love. Some of it's fetish. Some of it's fetish. Because some of these women, they can't get piped down the way they want to get piped down by the Caucasian men. Hell, let's just say it. Some of these Caucasian men hung. I ain't gonna lie, but some of them are not, and a lot of these women are getting the ones who aren't hung, or the head game sucks. I'm just saying, black men know how to do that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm being 100% honest. Asian women too. They be tired of little egg rolls. You guys are a fetish. That's why they sit so proudly and be like, we're more beautiful than black women. We're more desired because their heads have been pumped. And the whole time they get these kids, some of them don't even want these kids. Sometimes they get pregnant, they get these kids, and these kids don't resemble them. Or they take their babies out, and the babies aren't getting the love that if they would have had a full Caucasian baby, that Caucasian baby would have been getting. So then they develop hate for their child. Not all. Let me be very clear. Not all. I'm gonna be very clear, not all, but some of them. And these are the women that we're seeing hurting these biracial babies. These are the women that we're seeing hurting their own damn biracial babies. The one chick was so mad because she said no white man would date her anymore because she laid with a black man and had black kids. That is their truth. When yes, the one who killed her sons, the white woman who killed her sons, yes, and her babies were so beautiful. Talking about it was hard. She couldn't get dates, and high value white men didn't want to date her because she ended up having kids with a black man. Because once they date black and once they have kid black, white men ain't going to them. White men don't go for white women who then laid and had kids with fucking black men. Those are the women that are undesirable to them. But yet black men are so brainwashed into thinking that they're the catch. But when in all reality, those women are not wanted by their own. They're just not. It's just like every time you see a black man walking with a fat chick in his arm, and she just thinks she's. Let me not be like that. God forgive me. There's just some women who look, who happen to be Caucasian and happen to be fat. They are very nasty towards black women. Some people like that's not true. It is. I have seen it. I have experienced it
It's
because
true. My ex and his wife, but we ain't gonna get started on that because that's
let me
ignorant
tell
that
you,
white bitch.
don't do that. Because that black man, because she was able to land that black man. I'm talking about that black man. She was able to land that black man. Her head has gotten so swollen, so now she thinks she can shit on you. But
I
then when
heard I heard through the grapevine that she liked to say the N word and then tell people that it's okay for her to say the N word because she
because
got a
they're
black man. I
right,
don't know how true that is, but somebody that she used to work with told me that. So
allegedly. But and that's the thing, and I be hearing that. I've witnessed it, and these black men are okay. Like that's your child, homie. You done had a child with her, and now your child gotta be a nigga. Not me a nigga, a nigger. Excuse my language. That's what your child ends up becoming, you know? And just like with Asians, when they have mixed race babies, lovely Mimi has spoken on that. Their babies aren't accepted. So now you have to be diligent and watch your kids around that side of their family who don't particularly like black people. I mean, not even just black people. If she would have had a baby with a Mexican or Puerto Rican, that baby would still get the same treatment. That some people just don't believe in
her
crossing
babies
blood.
are so cute though. They are adorable.
Yes. And you know what? You have some women who they are in it for love. And I ain't got no problem with them. Bitch, if you love your man and you love your kids, love them. But bitch, when you come, if I see you in public and you got black kids, I don't care if they is your kids, and I hear you drop the N-word towards your children, clean up on aisle 5, please. White bitch dropped. I'm sorry. I'm there. I'm there. And I know a few Caucasian girls who will be the same way. Like for real. I know a few of them, because don't get it twisted. I know one of my friends is dating one of our other high school friends who happens to be white, and she is not one of those people who ever call her daughter such names, or her man such names. Such a beautiful person. I've been friends with her for a long time, went to high school with her. Beautiful person. Like my homegirl Ashley. Like these girls are so sweet, so nice, and they don't have that in them. But there's some people who come from small towns like this bitch, have biracial kids, and the people there don't like that, and they be having hate towards their kids because they didn't lay with the men that had kids with them, and they dog their kids out. And if that baby don't have its black side of the family stand up, and I see that shit in public, bitch, I'm standing up, because that, whether it's biracial or not, that's a part of me. That's a part of my culture. Period. I'm gonna stand up for any black child, biracial or not, black and white. Well, I'm standing up for any child. Period. White, black, Puerto Rican, a Haitian, Asian, because you ain't gonna do wrong by no children. No children. I don't care the race. You're not gonna do wrong by no children ever, ever. Because kids are off limits. All kids. Because I'm angry. I'm angry, Jazz. This story made me angry.
Me
Because
too. 'Cause that's some bullshit.
children. But I'm telling you, if it was a white baby that she killed, well, I'm not even gonna say that, because that little Mexican girl, she killed her baby, put the baby in a damn trash can, and they let that little bitch go off with probation. Talking about she's not mentally mature. I don't give a fuck. Then she shouldn't have been freaking. She shouldn't have been throwing her ass in the circle. Throw that ass in the circle. Let me quit. Have my whole face.
But I
But
mean,
no,
that's factual though.
it is. It is. It's just like, who are going to protect the kids if we don't? Like, who are going to protect these kids if we don't? Because all this was a slap in the face for the next little white girl, the next little Mexican girl, the next little black girl to go kill a child. That's all this was. They go kill a child and know that they're not going to have no real fucking consequences. Nah, because if it was a black girl would have fucking consequences. Real fucking
If
consequences.
it was a black girl, she would still be in jail with a $10 million bond.
True. 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 But I'm just like, nah, I'm sorry. I seen that Precious Baby's photos, yo. That baby was so beautiful. That baby, y'all, that bitch need her ass whooped, man. I'm over this shit. I'm angry, angry, y'all. I'm angry today. I'm feeling anger from today and years ago. I'm angry about George Zimmerman still walking around alive and okay. I'm angry about that little motherfucking car, Dylan Roof. They didn't brought up his story again. I'm angry about that. I'm angry about that dude Cal Rittenhouse over there in Keosha, Wisconsin or whatever. I am angry about all of these faces who happen to not be black or Latin or anything, but they're white and they're hurting people and they get off. The justice system is not blind. The justice system definitely sees color. And when the justice system sees color, especially a color that looks like mine, is go for the max. But when it sees someone who looks opaque, it says, oh my God, they didn't know what they were doing. Give them a second chance. Bitch, no. But I'm done, because I be on here ranting. You know how I get. Say anything else you want to talk about before we get done, Jazz?
No, that was just the only thing because it didn't popped up, and like you said, that pissed me off because that's some bullshit.
Girl, when you told me about the story, and I looked at the story, and I was like, no, we got to do this today, because my chest got heavy, and I'm just like, this is a real thing in America. It just brought me back to Ahmaud Arbery, how it took so long for those men to be arrested, and then these cover ups, and then these friendships, and then they get in slap on the hands. The sheriff need to be dealt with, the ADA, and the judge. I am advocating for people to stand up in their communities. We have no room for nepotism. We have no room for family hookups. We have no room for none of that in our justice system, because the real criminals slip through the cracks because they know they got friends in high places. They know they got friends in high places, and justice won't be done. I mean, this father was a dad, a young father. He did the right thing by getting his child when the mother gave up her rights. I don't know what
Because
the
that
reason.
baby could have went into the system, and that just could have been that. But
Right, the baby could
you
have went
know,
into the system.
yeah,
People
he
are mad.
did what most guys. I mean, not saying most guys don't do it, but they only have to do it if it's
And
certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? And he's
and
young too. I think he's only like 21, maybe. He's young. He's young as hell too.
and this is the thing. His mindset was, she's a girl, she's a woman. I can leave my child with her. She's not going to harm my baby, because most men look at us as nurturers. They look at us as we know how to take care of kids. But
But they have to remember that not all females are nurturers. That's the
that
thing. Not all of them are.
we live in a society now where grandmothers and mothers don't teach their children how to be ladies. They don't teach their women patience. They don't teach their young ladies patience, morality. Most of these young girls, they had no real responsibility. They didn't have to help mommy change diapers. They didn't have to help mommy feed the baby. These girls don't have no damn responsibilities. They don't know how to fucking raise kids. They don't know how to do any of that. That's supposed to come natural. People be like, nah, your kids shouldn't be helping you raise no baby. It's not about the children helping you raise a baby. It's about teaching my child or my niece how a baby is supposed to be treated. This is how you hold the baby. You remember when we were young and one hold one of our older cousins who just had a baby, and she's like, you can hold her, but let me show you how to hold her. Grab her like this, and the auntie come over, baby, move, watch out, I got her. Hold her head like this, grab her head tight like this, or taught you how to change a diaper, taught you how to make formula. These fucking girls don't know how to do shit. He didn't know that because he's young, because he's still thinking like, she's Miss what's her name. He probably thinks she got some real skill sets. She's in college. Those bitches ain't shit but whores and tricks over there. Most college women, they go through that their whole phase. They go on campus, especially when you living in dorms. They taking their turns, spreading it open like a fucking bow-legged turkey, and let Dylan, Bobby, and fucking Hill, I can't even think of a name, but fucking come in and smash and dash. They're smash, dash, and pass. That's what they learning. They ain't learning fucking how to change no diaper, how to cook a fucking meal, how to make pancakes. They don't know how to make daddy a sandwich. I didn't even say that right, but they don't know how to make daddy a sandwich. I pissed the fuck off. That's how we get. Y'all pissed off. Y'all know how mad I am about this, yo. What's up, cousin? What you need help with? What you need help with, cousin? Oops. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off here before I done said every cuss word and man's known vocabulary, because my heart is heavy. I'm aggravated. I'm angry, and I'm sick into my stomach that this is the America that we live in. But you know what, y'all, man, nah, I got some shots I need to get off. Let me unload the clip. Hold on. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. This stuff going on in this country right now got me going crazy. Now, we got stuff like this going on in small towns. And then we got these immigrants coming in. And then we got these immigrants who are out here murdering people. And it's pissing me off because this can't be the USA that I live in. This can't be the land of the free. This is the struggle land for American people. Let me tell you guys, I'm really pissed off because America has become the living nightmare for American people, but the American dream for people who are immigrants, not immigrants, illegal aliens, and don't even belong here. Here's my problem. If American citizens really want to change some shit, Get rid of deputy sheriffs like that in that town who let this happen. Get rid of the damn prosecutors who let that happen, because I guarantee you they're the same ones who let this shit happen, along with Joe Biden. Believe that. These people are not coming here. I'm going to send out a warning to the American people. American people, beware. These people are not coming here for a better life. Some of them are, most of them not. Look at the pattern. Mostly men of war age. They can go to war. They can be drafted into war. They can go in the war right now and fight. They are able-bodied. They are healthy, and they're coming here and they're leeching off our system. I just seen a guy on TikTok who just told every immigrant how to come here and get money off the American dollar and laughed about how hard we have to pay. I'm sick of this because Americans have to. And then hold on, wait, not this hoe. What's her name? Damn, forget her name. Talking about she want to raise the damn retirement age to 70. Bitch, we didn't fought all our lives to retire at the age of 65. And let's be honest, that's still a lie. That's still a lie, because
I'm
65.
ready to retire at 40. So I mean,
I'm ready to retire now. What's her name? Haley something. I forget her name. She's a part of the Republican Party. Listen, if you guys do not think that the people, not just the Democrats, but some Republicans had their hands and these immigrants coming, you are blinded. Everyone is getting kickback from this. And it's the higher ups. It's the rich. They're getting kickbacks on it. And the American people, we're not laborers the way that we were. I want you guys to see something and understand something. COVID hit. Americans woke up and said, I can own my own business. I can definitely run my own company, and I don't have to slave for $5.15 or $7.50. Most Americans took advantage of that PPP money, and they started their own businesses. So companies cannot run America the way they used to, because guess what? We're talking back, we're standing up, and we're saying, bitch, fuck you, because guess what? You're not in here sweating this hard, breaking your back. So they're bringing in these people to replace us. That's what, yes, they are. They're bringing in these people to replace us for pennies on the dollars, because these people are going to be desperate to work. So they're going to put them in a warehouse. They're going to put them at Walmart. They're going to, and then guess what?
this is for
Citizens.
this
Go
is a
ahead,
whole nother podcast, my friend. A whole nother podcast.
girl.
But
Off my chest. I was mad. I had to get that off my chest. Nikki
it's a
Haley.
that's a whole nother podcast in itself.
We need to sit down with D Page on that one. I want to hear his takes on that. But this is the year, y'all. All the shit with dividing with blacks, whites, Mexicans, y'all. This ain't it. This is our country. We need to be banding together right here, right now, because these are plants, and they're going to take us over from the inside. They're going to take us over from the inside. And the American,
That's a podcast for another day, my friend.
yes, you're right. You're right. All right, y'all. We have been here chilling with y'all for 43 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all. Jazz, I love you, boo. This has been the Alluring Hour, guys. Listen, I'm on my iPad. I'm over here on the desk like this, trying to move my pad. Like, I don't even have my computer. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? But guys, that's because you guys have a good day, y'all. I love y'all. Be blessed. We're out.